We made it, everybody. We made it. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Oh, I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for coming out. It's been a long time coming. We've been waiting for this. You've been waiting. I've been waiting. It was supposed to happen a long time ago, but then it couldn't happen because of COVID. COVID was happening. I couldn't come back to do the shows. And then they said there's no shows. And then they said the shows are limited. Then they said it's not limited, but now there's still COVID. Then I saw COVID in South Africa. I was like, I'm not going to take that chance. Yeah, because COVID in America was easy. They just asked you. They're like, please don't go outside. And if you did, they were like, well, we tried. Yeah, hey, it was no joke. I saw soldiers kicking people into their houses. Get inside. I'm in my yard. Hey, COVID is coming. So I was like, I'll wait. But I was always coming back. Wow, it's good to be back, y'all. It is so good to be back. So good to be back home. You know, everyone asked me that question, by the way. A lot of people ask me that question. They go like, Trevor, does it still feel like home? Hey? Does it feel like home? Like, is it really home? Guys, it will always feel like home. That doesn't change. The people, the food, the culture, and most importantly, the reason it'll always feel like home is because even when I was in New York for 8 years, every few months, I would get an SMS from the SABC telling me to pay my TV license. Yo, guys, those people are relentless, eh? Those people are relentless. I was in New York. These people were still there. Cling, pay your TV license. You are in arrears. 47 Rand and 60 cents. I would ignore it because I was like, it's probably automated. I don't even live there. They would come back in. Second warning, pay your TV license. 47 Rand and 60 cents. I was like, guys, I don't live there. You must leave me alone. I even replied once. I was like, stop. Unsubscribed. Then they responded, Pay your TV license. 47 Rand, 60 cents. I started ignoring it. A few months later, I got referred to a debt collector. Yeah, because the SABC doesn't play, guys. They're one section that works there is the debt collecting. They don't play games there. Literally, I was minding my own business. I'm walking around in New York City. My phone rings. It was an unknown number, right? And I answered it, because you can when you live in America. You can do these things, you know? Yeah, you can take chances like, because in South Africa, guys, you know. Unknown numbers, unknown problems, yeah? So I answered the phone. I was like, hello? And the voice on the other side was like, hi, Mr. Noah. Am I speaking to Mr. Noah? I was like, yes. Like, hi, Mr. Noah, you speaking to Johan here? I'm calling you from David and Associates. We've been referred your case by the SABC because your account are in arrears. And your failure to pay means that we are now going to be attaching your assets. I was like, assets? Plural. It's 47 Rand and 60 cents. He's like, that's right, Mr. Noah, but actually now it has gone up. It is now 49 Rand because of interest. I was like, Johan, listen, man. I don't live in South Africa, so I don't need a TV license because I don't watch TV in South Africa anymore. He's like, well, we don't know that, Mr. Noah. Okay? We don't know where you are or what you are doing. I was like, my man, but you do. You do. No, because guys, I worked at a show called The Daily Show. They wrote it in the name. So you knew where I was every day. Every day. That's the best alibi. Where is he? He's there. When? Daily. Johan didn't buy that, eh? Johan was there, like, well, sir, because you didn't go through the correct protocol, then you did not cancel your TV license, so you are still in arrears. I didn't even know there was protocol. Did you know this? I didn't know this. What is the protocol? He's like, so you were supposed to go and get an affidavit stating that you no longer have a TV. I'm like, Johan, our police are dealing with too many things in this country. For me now to go to them. Can you imagine me walking into a police station? I'm there waiting in the line. Finally, I get up there. Next. Yebo Baba. Yes. Can I help you? Yes, so I need an affidavit, please. Okay, what's happening? I don't have a TV. Oh, they stole it. No, they didn't steal it. So you have it? No, I don't have it. No, I don't live here and I don't have a TV. I need to tell the SABC I don't need a TV license. Okay. So what do you want from me? No, I need an affidavit. I need you to write the affidavit. That's what they said. Oh, okay. What's your name? Trevor. Okay, Trevor doesn't have a TV. But how do I know you don't have a TV? I'm like, I don't know. He's like, okay, did you watch Chief Pirates? No. Okay, doesn't know the Chiefs Pirates game, no TV, STEM. What am I doing? It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. He didn't follow the protocol, but Johan was adamant. Adamant. I'm having an hour-long conversation. We're arguing back and forth. At some point, I said, Johan, I know you're doing your job. I know you're doing your job, Johan. But please, I don't watch TV in South Africa. And then Johan, without missing a beat, is like, Mr. Noah, you might live in America, but we don't know when and where you are coming back and what you are doing. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, unbeknownst to us, you may be watching TV, yeah. I'm like, what does that mean? What, you think I'm sneaking back into the country to watch Seven the Land? Yeah, quickly, Charmaine, make it back to Oppie Coffee, quickly. So I paid. Yeah, it's the right thing to do. I couldn't wait to get back home. I'm so excited. I was like, I have to get back to South Africa. I have to get back to South Africa. I have to get back to see you, to do the shows. Mostly because I'm tired of South Africans terrorizing everybody in my life. I'll explain what I mean. I'll explain. South Africans have become notorious around the world, right? Especially online. Whenever something happens online and South Africans get involved, people know you. Doesn't matter what country they're from. They're like, when South Africans get on Twitter, you must cross the street. And it's the same for me. Every time I announce I'm going to be doing shows in any country that isn't South Africa, yo guys, South Africans get angry. Eh? South Africans get angry, start rioting in my mentions. People losing their minds. I'll be like, I'm going to Germany. Recently, I was excited. I was like, I'm going to Paris. I'm going to be doing a show in France. People lost it. Trevor, what the hell? When are you coming back to South Africa? Yeah, Trevor, you think you're better. When are you don't know? You don't want to perform here anymore. Yeah, no, Trevor, this country needs you. Why aren't you coming back? What? You're not South African anymore. What not? My favorite one was one guy who just wrote, we've also got Paris. You know, guys, it's gotten so intense that even my team in LA is afraid of South Africans. My team in Los Angeles is terrified of you, terrified. Yeah, we'll announce that we're doing a tour, right? And the first time this happened, it was mind-blowing. One of my team members came up to me and he's like, yo, Trevor, dude, this is really exciting, man. We're launching the European dates. Everything's going live and we're gonna be kicking that off tomorrow. And I was like, oh, that's cool. So when do we go live? He's like, well, we're just waiting for South Africans to go to sleep. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, we just gotta wait for them to go to sleep. We've realized if we don't wait, then they come in, they're really angry that you're not coming home. So we wait for them, and then when the last one's asleep, then we load it online. And I'm like, what are they saying? He's like, well, they say a lot of things. Some people say you think you're better than them, and some people say you've forgotten your roots, and look, to be honest, most of them just write this one word, pose. You know who you are. Now I'm busy there trying to explain. What does pose mean? It doesn't mean anything. Hey, it just means like crazy, you know? Like, yeah, what a crazy story. Pose. So I had to come back just to stop South Africans from terrorizing me online. You know? Yeah, you guys know who you are. I've learned, keep your friends close and South Africans closer. Stories from a different angle, I get to enjoy it all. I'm so happy to be back. But everything has flipped on its head. 2 years. You know, guys, going away for 2 years is not a long time.
And you come back to South Africa and everything has flipped on its head. I went away for 2 years. I come back and white people are on strike. I thought it was a Leon Schuster sketch. In the streets, white people marching, and immediately you're like, these people have no experience. No experience whatsoever. And white people, I'm not trying to minimize your pain in any way, but I'm just going to say, when watching it on the news, it doesn't have the same gravity of the march of black people and colored people and Indian people in South Africa. Because when people of color in South Africa march, you can see they want service delivery. When white people march, it looks like you're fighting for vitality points. It's just not the same. And then I saw white people got offended because they said, we're going to launch a march. Zuma must go. Zuma must fall. We want him gone. And then black people didn't join. And white people like, why don't they join? Why won't they join us? Yo, why won't they join? Because it's racism. Huh? We're marching for this country and they don't want to march with us because it's racism. That's why they don't want to join us. No, guys. Black people are not joining your march. It's not because of racism. It's because of rhythm. I saw white people protesting and I was like, even if I was on your side, I cannot participate in that. The best white marches South Africa had were 3 old white ladies who had the worst struggle song I've ever heard in my life. Sounded like a lullaby converted into a struggle anthem. Zuma must go. 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 Yo, I can't march to that, guys. I don't even know where to begin. You realize a march is all about rhythm, right? 10% of every march is the issue, 90% is the beat. When black people march, you need to encourage others to join. Along the way, you need to pick up stragglers. Just some people who get into the rhythm as you move past. Some guys are just there as you walk past. Host, give up, host, give up, host, da da da, host, give up, host, give up, host, da da, host, give up, host, give up, host. Ah, people are joining. People are joining. It's got power. You realize black people are marching from Soweto to Pretoria. You need a march that will move you. Every stride has purpose in it. House, 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 moving. Zuma must go. 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 Guys, we're not even getting to Craig Hall like that. Asfigi. Marching with that song to Pretoria. By the time we get there, Zuma left by himself. He's chilling there in his house in Dubai. Laughing. Did they only arrive just now? I was watching white people going, but why? Why are you marching? What are you guys doing? Yeah, now you want to do the hard work. Just pay someone like usual. This is when you should be paying. Just get a professional, a specialist. Just be there. Johannes, I have a lot of gripes with this country, and I've noticed that you have impeccable rhythm, and so I'd like to hire your services. I've got you. What's your feeling? I just want them to know that Zuma must go. Okay, got it. Go, go. That's what I wanted to do. Hire a specialist, people. Get it done. This song will get you nowhere. It's a frustrating time though, man. The Guptas came and shook South Africa up, turned things upside down, made us question who we are as a people. I've been away for 2 years. I came back, and I'll tell you now, the racial tension is palpable. You can feel it. You can feel it. All of a sudden, everyone looking at each other in a different light. You're like, damn, McKinsey did a good job. Because don't get me wrong, South Africa wasn't perfect, but it wasn't like this. 2010 had us in a different feeling. We had a rhythm. We had a plan. And then all of a sudden, it fell apart. Now we're looking at each other with shifty eyes, separated. The Guptas did a good job. People are angry, and I understand why, But sometimes I think people's anger gets out of hand, Like I saw people fighting because the Guptas had a wedding at Sun City. And at that wedding, they only hired white people to serve them. And people were like, they're racist, they're racist. Okay, maybe they're racist. Or maybe the Guptas are doing what every black person dreams of doing when they get enough money. And that is hiring white people to work for you. Which black man in this audience can't say he doesn't remember the first time he went to a restaurant and he was sitting there? Some white guy came up to the table. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Can I help you with anything? Oh, yeah, we're just waiting for the waiter. You can send him over. No, gents, my name's Johnny. I'm going to be serving you guys today. Oh, you're the waiter. You're the guy serving us. That's correct, Alex. Oh, wow, look at that. Well, in that case, Johnny, let's start with the specials menu, please. Just rattle it off. All right, guys, we've got a carpaccio on the menu, really fantastic. We've also got a seafood salad that's really impeccable. On the dessert side, the chef is doing something different with the creme brulee. And then our special lionfish of the day is going to be a hake, lightly grilled. Okay, thank you very much. Just give us a moment to chat about it and we'll see. See you in a bit, Johnny. All right, thank you very much, guys. Hey, can you believe it? Yeah? Can you believe it? On my beck and call. Watch this. Johnny. Yeah, what's going on, guys? Nothing. Carry on. This is power.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my channel so you can win cool prizes. And by prizes, I mean surprise. There's no prizes. It's a free YouTube video, you greedy. Just click the video, man. Why you want free things on free things?
When you think about it, what people term immigration just depends on your timeline, right? You're an immigrant. When do you measure from? Everyone is an immigrant from somewhere. Whenever I see people have those conversations in America, about these damn immigrants, they're coming over here, these damn immigrants, get out of here, you immigrants. I always wonder what Native Americans must be thinking when they're listening to the words that are being said. People confidently saying, this is not where they came from, this is not their land. And they're like, oh, tell me more. They need to go back because this is not their home. Oh, really? Everyone is an immigrant in some way. You travel, when you travel, you see this. I say that to people. That's why I always say to people, I go, travel the world. If there's one thing you will never waste your money on, it's traveling. Travel the world. See another place. Discover a different point of view. Traveling is the antidote to ignorance. And that's so true. It changes your mind, your perspective, how you believe, what you believe. And one of the greatest things you can do when you travel, one of the greatest things you can do is traveling to a country where they don't speak your language. That's probably my favorite thing. Going to a place where they don't speak English just to make you realize how insignificant you really are. You're not the center of the universe. There's another world that exists beyond you. I try and do that all the time. I try my utmost. I go to English-speaking countries, but I try every now and again to go to a country where they speak no English, Like recently, I went to Scotland, right? And again, I had an amazing time. The place was beautiful. It was a different culture, rich in history. They have the rolling highlands of Scotland. They've got these castles, beautiful, perfectly preserved, hundreds of years old. In the streets, there's the men playing the bagpipes, wearing the kilts. No black people. But not in a bad way. Just in a matter-of-fact way, Like when I say that there's no black people in Scotland, I just mean there's no black people, but not like there's a good way and there's a bad. Like the good way is when you get there and you're like, there's no black people, you know what I mean? But then there's some places you go and you're like, there's no black people. And that's when you know what I mean? That means some shit went down. You can feel it when you get there. Like Australia, there's no Aborigines. And when you get there, you're like, hey, Australia! You're like, wait, where's all the black people? And they're like, oh, I don't know. They left. You can feel something went wrong. But Scotland doesn't have that, you know? Scotland doesn't have black people because they further north there were no black people. There's not many black things further north. The further north you go, the whiter things become. You know, it's the people, the Christmas, the bears, everything changes. I'm sure if you went to a Scottish person and said, excuse me, sir, are you racist? He'd be like, I don't know. I never tried. I had so much fun in Scotland. I remember I was in Glasgow for a week. I was driving around in the back of a car, and every single day, I would try and spot black people. It was like a little game that I played by myself. Every day, I would just be there like, black person, black person, black person, black person, black person, ha! No, statue. Black person, black person, black person, black person, black person, black person, ha! No reflection. Black person, black person, black person, black person. No black people anywhere. None. And that's why I say traveling is important. Because I'd never been to a place where there were no black people before. It actually made me realize that there'd been an issue that I'd been grappling with for so long. And now finally I had another answer. And that issue was that of James Bond. I'm a big fan of 007, License to Kill. Loved it my whole life. Started with Pierce Brosnan, then went back and watched Connerys and Lazenbys and everyone, all the way through to Daniel Craig. And I love James Bond. And when I found out that Daniel Craig no longer wanted to be James Bond, I was heartbroken. Until I heard that at the top of the list, the potential replacement was a man by the name Idris Elba. And I lost my mind. You can hear the ladies, like, yeah, you know, yeah. And that's what James Bond needs. A ladies' man and a man's man, and Idris has that. You know, he's strong, he's charming, you know, he's got that quiet thing, oh yeah, you know, Idris Elba, oh yeah. You know, Idris Elba, you know, oh yeah. You could just see him playing the dapper spy. And as soon as it was announced, everyone was excited until the comment section of the internet came in. Idris Elba, James Bond. And the comment section was like, actually, Idris Elba could not play James Bond. And we were like, why? They're like, because... Because of the shape of his head? What do you say? What do you say? No, because... Because what? Because he's black! James Bond cannot be played by a black man! And as soon as they said that, the internet exploded. Racism! And immediately that happened. I jumped in. I don't even know what it's about half of the time. I just jump in. You just hear racism and I rep my side. I'm just like, racism, racism! Ah, you guys will explain it later. Racism! And I was in there and I was like, what the hell's going on? They were like, James Bond could not be played by Idris Elba because Idris Elba is a black man and James Bond is white. I was like, well, actually, James Bond is a fictional character and so we can be played by anyone because it is fiction. And they were like, well, when you think about it, James Bond was based on a real man who was white and so he should be played by a real white man. And I was like, well, that just doesn't make sense because if you think about it, Jesus was technically a black man, but he gets played by a white man. So I don't know what your point is, because that's never stopped me from receiving my blessings. I don't know what you're going on about. And they were like, you can't have it. I was like, racism, you can't have it, racism, you can't have it, racism! And then I went to Scotland. I realized that maybe, just maybe, I hadn't given the argument enough thought. Because I love Idris Elba. I want him to play Bond. But if you think about it, James Bond often operates in places like Scotland and the UK and Europe. Because that's where most supervillains choose to reside. I'm assuming it's for tax purposes. No matter how you feel about the issue, you have to admit it would be particularly difficult to be a spy
when you are the only black person in town. Your very existence defies your purpose. I'm not saying it's impossible, I'm just saying that would be the toughest James Bond movie that was ever made. Can you imagine that scene? Idris Elba, James Bond, planting the C4, blowing up the bad guy's leg, jumping on a bike, riding into the town square in Edinburgh. The bad guy's right behind him. They pull out their guns and start shooting. The chase is on. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Pew! Ding-a-ling, ding, 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 ding. Idris Elba, James Bond, jumps off the bike, runs into a crowded town square. The bad guys are right behind him. He manages to shake them off, pops into a little alley, gets out on the other side, finds a crowded little marketplace, puts a scarf around his head, a fake beard, blends in with a group of monks walking by. The bad guys turn the corner. There it is! James Bond manages to shake them off, gets into another group of areas, pops out on the other side, finds a transportation hub, gets into a bus, the bus goes one way, gets into a tram, the tram goes the other way, the bad guys turn the corner. There he is! The movie will be 10 minutes long. It would end with James Bond panting in an alley. How did you find me? We would lose so many epic scenes. Like that moment where James reveals his name. You know that scene in the casino we always wait for? Him dressed in the tux, playing a high-stakes game of baccarat. You see Idris Elba walking over to the bartender now to place that iconic order. Bartender, I'll take my martini shaken, not stirred. The name's
James Bond? I know.
I'm sorry, mate, have we met?
No. I just heard there was a spy in town. Figured it was you.
What gave me away? Is it the way I dress?
Oh, there's just something about you.
Something like what?
You know.
Huh? Have you seen him lately? Oh man, he's back. He's back and better than ever before, you know? The last few months have been so taxing on him. People fighting with him in Parliament, shouting things at him. He's been stressed, sitting in a corner, quiet, all to himself. And then he found out that he would be paying nothing, absolutely nothing for the upgrades at Nkandla. And he walked into Parliament, a new man. Had a bounce in his step. He had his swag back. Jacob 2.0. I mean, he's still doing the same things, making the same mistakes, but now he has a certain level of panache. I saw him mess up a speech the other day, stumbled on a word like he always does. This time, though, he didn't frown, he didn't get stressed. He just worked through it. And here we can clearly see there are red marble. A marble red marble. A premeditated. Just came back and he handled it. I love how he just stepped away and did the cutest little, I don't even know what he was doing there. He just does like a little, almost like he's just moving his brain to the other side of his head. Like he knows when it's in the wrong place, it doesn't, he just shook it up. And he came back in. Even the way he handled the scandal was powerful. We thought for sure that Nkandla would be his downfall, and yet Jacob Zuma took something so serious, he turned it into a joke and threw it back in our faces. Where we are clearly living in a place where there is a poverty of politics, people asking questions, but they don't want answers, questions, more answers, we're investigating, they ask again, questions, more answers. Then in Parliament, we're here, point of order, yes, Nkandla. Thixo waseGeorge Koch. Who's this guy? Huh? He's just shrugging it off, evading, maneuvering. Never mind the Nkandla joke. I love the fact that he rolled his eyes. That blew my mind. I've never seen Jacob Zuma do that. He looked over and he was like, oh. When did Jacob Zuma start rolling his eyes? That's not something he does. Jacob Zuma doesn't roll his eyes, guys. Yeah. In fact, presidents don't roll their eyes. It's not a very presidential thing to do in parliament, to roll your eyes at the opposition. Even the most defiant rulers in the world don't roll their eyes. When the UN is telling the leader of North Korea to stop making nuclear weapons, you don't see Kim Jong-un going, oh, whatever. You don't roll your eyes. But Jacob Zuma did. And he did it in style. I want to know where he learned it, how he learned it. Has he been doing this for a while? Yeah, because rolling your eyes is part of an attitude. You don't just roll your eyes. If you roll your eyes, you got that sass, you bitchy, you know? Is he doing more than that? Now I see Jacob in a totally different light. Now I'm picturing him hanging out with the rest of the ANC comrades, chatting about these problems. President, they want to know where's the money, Mr. President. Where did the money go? And he's like, I'm in relicas. Over and over. They keep asking me. I mean, literally, I'm dying now. Like, can't they get over it? Like that music guy, get a life already. Just because you hang with white chicks. I mean, please, whatever. Is that what he's doing? And if he is, where did he learn that? Where do you learn to roll your eyes at that age? That's what I want to know. It's not your friends. It's not your colleagues. It's probably your kids. Yeah, you learn bad habits at home. Jacob Zuma probably learned it from one of his children in the house. One of his daughters, maybe. She was going out for a night with her friends, caught her as she was leaving. Hey, Ntombazana, where are you going dressed like that? Dad, I told you, I'm going out with my friends. I'm going to a party. First of all, you are already in a party. Secondly, no daughter of mine will dress like that. Go and change. Oh, Dad, what are you doing? You're killing me. Come on, why are you doing this? I can dress however I want. I'm old enough. Hey, you will do as I say. As long as you are living under my roofs, which I have paid for with other people's monies, you will obey me. Go and change. Oh, Dad, come on. Why are you doing this? Everyone else dresses like this. All the other kids do it. Are all the other kids my children? You never know. Yeah? Don't come in this house with that DA attitude. Go and change now. Whatever. What was that? What did you just do? I didn't do anything, Daddy. Don't lie to me. I saw it. You did something with your eyes. It looked like the Undertaker. But they came back. What was that? I just rolled my eyes, Dad. Girl, it made me feel so insignificant. What you did there made me feel like you did not acknowledge the seriousness of this situation. Can you teach me how to do that? Yeah, like, it's easy. Like, you just roll your eyes. If someone says something you don't like, then you're just like, whatever. whatever. No, Dad, whoa, that's too much. It's too much. You just gotta loosen up, you know, just be like, whatever. Whatever. I think I got it. No, you don't have it, Dad. You're rolling your head. You're supposed to roll your eyes. And my eyes are where? Exactly. And he was off. Ready to roll, baby.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my channel so you can win cool prizes. And by prizes, I mean surprise. There's no prizes. It's a free YouTube video, you greedy. Just click the video, man. Why you want free things on free things?